This is ASSN.
What's up, everybody? This is ASSN. It's your boy 12 putting his foot down. Let me tell you guys something about the Chicago Bears. Now, the last episode I did, I was basically going off on Matt Eberflus and everything else because the choir was loud because of what we were seeing just basically on the field. I mean, nobody can deny the type of plays that were or were not being called, or the type of the way timeouts are being used, or personnel, or any of that nature, any of those things of that nature. Nobody can disqualify what they saw and vote for Matt Eberflus to stay within this organization. Everybody voiced their opinion for the same thing. But here's where I differ. This is where I differ. When we fired Matt Eberflus, despite how well Thomas Brown started to look as an offensive coordinator coming up for the pass game coordinator, I knew things were going to go down the shit tube. Everybody's going nuts. Fire everybody now. Now it went from firing Gase to what's his name? Not Gase. I don't know why I said I almost said Adam Gase, but firing the offensive coordinator, to firing this year's offensive coordinator and Shane Waldron, to firing the Matt Eberflus, all that justified. But now you're talking about firing Ryan Poles. I don't think that's justified. A lot of people are saying he's done more bad than good because of what they're seeing after conceding this year. No. He really did not have the right type of choice when he came into the organization. Yeah, he had 3 people that he could choose for a head coach, but only one of them came back for their second interview, 2 days before they hired Ryan Poles. So the Bears organization, despite everything that you hear from a common sense perspective, tells you that they already had their heart set on him with Bill Polian, who they hired to help them find a head coaching candidate or a head coach. So, and then now I'm seeing things where people are saying to fire Kevin Warren, but no, you can't fire Kevin Warren. He was the last guy to get hired. I mean, this whole thing is upside down and it's backwards. They basically pretty much hired the coach, and then they went ahead and hired the general manager, basically, but made it look like he hired the coach. And then after they do that, they went and hired the CEO and president. Completely backwards. I've never seen an organization or a company or anybody hire things in such a fashion, in a backwards fashion. But hey, who knows? The last 4 years, I learned that backwards is the new forwards. But it is truly not. South is not north. But I will tell you this. I think the one thing you guys are not really paying attention to or thinking about is the bigger picture. And if you disagree, or if you agree with me, tell me why in the comments. Let me know. But here's my perspective on this. This will be the first time that a GM and a CEO president and Kevin Warren are going to be aligned, actually trying to find a head coach before they found the head coach, before the GM, basically, and definitely before the president and CEO. So you have to let this play out. If anybody thought that by firing Matt Eberflus, even though he was pretty good with his defensive calls, pretty much 95% of the game or whatever the case might be, you're only fooling yourself that you thought it was going to elevate from this position and go up and be better than what it was. I mean, usually this happens to a team that's completely given up and completely tanking. And now I see people out here really complaining about players' attitudes, and they don't look like they're into it. Well, are you into a bad relationship? If you was married to somebody, they're taking your money, screwing you over every time you're working hard, and every time you're trying to make a move and they take the move away from you, how motivated would you look? I mean, just how motivated can you be? The thing is, players are human beings, and they get their motivation from a motivational source and goal. But if the source is gone and the goal is gone, you need to revamp that whole that whole bridge that allows those things to be connected. And right now you have a huge disconnect with the Chicago Bears. So am I disappointed in this season? Absolutely. We started off 4-2. We could have been probably maybe, who knows, 5-1, 6-0. This should have been an amazing year. But when you don't have the right coaching to lead these guys, then you have this. And we all know that the Bears never recovered ever since losing to Washington on a Hail Mary pass. But this, getting back to what I was talking about, is what you guys, I believe, especially all these pundits, are missing. You got to give Ryan this chance. because he has done a lot of great moves when it was just moves. Like, and there's nobody who out there who hits on 100% of everything. So now having this new alignment with the GM and the president CEO, let them go get the right guy to lead these guys. And if you really think about it, we need a defensive end. We need some offensive linemen. We got the 9th pick in the draft. We got a lot of draft capital. And I believe we have like around $82 million under the cap. And I think that places us 5th. So knowing that, a lot of the stuff that we lack this year will be addressed over this offseason. And this will all be the past. And you guys will be smiling and singing Ryan Poles' praise again. But this time it will actually be his show in getting the right personnel. You don't get everything right, but he got the right quarterback. Not that there was anything wrong with Justin Fields, because Justin Fields was doing great and surviving and making things happen, even though he wasn't perfect. He wasn't a finished product, but with the same shitty coach in the same shitful situation, and the old line was never addressed properly. And I was screaming that from the beginning. But then again, I never did align with Matt Eberflus being hired. I never did understand that. You have a Matt Eberflus, a defensive specialist, when you pick somebody like a Justin Fields or you have somebody like a Caleb Williams. It just doesn't make sense. You have to put the pieces together in the right order. And in this case, it's a one-piece puzzle. So make sure it's right side up. This is your boy 12 Inch. I just put my foot down. This is ASSN. Like, share, and subscribe. And tell me what you guys think. I'm willing to have a conversation on this because it is a hot topic right now. It's a hot button issue. And they're pressing buttons out there. I'll see you guys in the next one.
ASSN choice just makes sense.
Hey, puppy.
Smash that sub button.